Hi there, and thank you so much for joining me again. Today I have before me the Nord Stage 3, which a good friend of mine let me borrow for a couple of weeks so I could try out. And although it is not the latest in the Nord Stage family, it is considered by many one of the greatest performance keyboards out there. And since I only have it for a short while, I thought, hey, why not share with you this first dive into it before I actually get to know everything. Let's see how intuitive everything is. I do have a bit of experience with Nords, but the last one I had was the Nord Stage 2X back in 2020, so I'm still a bit rusty. And one of the things that most excites me about the Nord Stage 3 is that the synth section is apparently built around the Nord A1 model, which is something that I've heard is amazing. And the way that I want to explore the sounds of this thing is actually making a track here using the Octatrack as a sampler and an overdubber. Okay, so being a Nord, of course I'm going to start with a grand piano. This should sound amazing. Oof. Oh man. Okay, right off the bat, the keys feel absolutely amazing. Now these are not full weight, but oh man, this immediately sets it apart from normal synth action. And I'm gonna add just a little bit of reverb here, stage, and some delay. Too much delay. Okay, this thing, of course, is very expensive, but I'm starting to see why it costs as much. The feel on this thing is just beautiful. The velocity sensitivity is just... I'm not a big piano player per se, but this makes me feel like I'm much better than I really am just because it's so expressive. So, okay, let's record that in. Okay, now that we have that little melody, let's dive into the synth section. Now, what's really cool is that you can actually layer these things, and you have the organ layer, the piano, and the synth. And these three instruments can actually be doubled up. Basically, you can have 6 instruments stacked up on top of each other, or you can also assign them different keyboard zones. So you can only play, for example, the synth in the high notes or the organ in the low notes. So pretty flexible, and it should be because it's meant to be a performance keyboard. Let's mess around with the synth and see what we can do. I want an init patch. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the reverb and the delay so we just have this dry synth sound. This is virtual analog, all digital. Oh, and also we can have super waves. And samples. Ooh. I like that. Let's up the release. Ooh. Let's see, the LFO. Wah-wah. And how about we add... That's pretty cool. I'm just messing around here. Not really sure what I'm doing, but sounds cool so far. Whoa. Let's try that. knew that Nord had great samples, and this really is taking the cake. Let's see what else we can do with this synth. Instead of samples, now let's try something with a classic wave shape. Let's take off the effects. And no LFO. And how about a low pass? Low pass 24. Wow, that's pretty cool. So I guess this is modulating that. I'm sorry, I'm just enjoying as I go. Okay, I have to say, even though there isn't very much of a mod matrix here, I gotta say it is pretty fun to work around with. Let's see what else we have. Oh, that is beautiful. Okay, this definitely needs some reverb. How about stage 2? Oh man, I do wish I had a bit more control on the reverb and, more, parameters to control on the effects section, but I guess they fixed that on the Nord Stage 4, I'm not really sure, but sounding pretty good for what it does. It seems to be like a simple layout, just very good sounds, not too much complexity, so it's really built for you to just play around with, and I'm really having fun with it. Okay, so you might have noticed a slight change in the lighting situation here, and that's because one of my kids wasn't feeling that well in school, so I had to go pick her up. And even though I had to take a very, very long break from the session, actually, I've been like repeating this musical phrase all day in my head, and I thought to myself, you know what, I don't think I want this vibe, because I was going for something kind of cinematic, maybe dramatic, kind of like a soundtrack of some sorts, but you know what? Let's make this a danceable thing. So I'm going to go into the Octatrack and I'm going to look for some samples for percussion. And I think it's a bit slow for what I want to do with this, so I'm going to up the tempo to 120. And remember, the Octatrack has a very powerful time stretch algorithm, so let's see how this sounds. Okay, I'm gonna mute the piano part for now, and we're gonna find ourselves a nice bass, a synth bass here. It's a pretty good bass right there. Let's see, how about a square? Ooh, there we go. Okay, let's try that out. It's working. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna make a new piano sample. That way this thing breathes a little more. The other one is a nice intro, but I feel that it takes up too much space in the frequencies. Okay, the last thing I want is some sort of like synth lead that I can just play around with. So let's see what we have here. Pretty nice sounds here on the Nord, gotta say. Obi horn. Nice. Ooh, there we go. Gotta say, I love this little thing right here. Okay, let's spice it up. Okay, so what can we do with this to make it sound a bit more interesting? see, a bit of delay. How about some ping pong? How about some phasing? I gotta say, the Nord is not disappointing. Let's try this out. Some vibrato. Okay, I'm starting to get why people love this thing. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this video useful, or at least entertaining, or at least as entertaining as it was for me to make this. Have a great week. I'll see you next time.